So we were at Game On Expo. We did a wacky ass CU podcast panel at 10:15 in the morning on that Saturday.
The Continental Breakfast Podcast.
Yes, the Continental Breakfast Podcast. My freaking hotel did not have a continental breakfast. It broke my streak of like 12 in a row of continental breakfast in my conveyor belt pancakes, which I love. But we did do it, so we're going to now cut to us discussing Nintendo World Championships 2017. You can see how incoherent we are because we're half asleep with no food in our bellies. So we're gonna do a nice segue to that right now. Let's talk about Nintendo World Championships.
Sex, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the good things and the bad things that may be.
And also Nintendo World Championships 2017 that was just announced a few days ago. So did you guys know about that one that took place a couple years ago for the 25th anniversary of the NWC 1990?
Yes.
We talked about it on the podcast. By show of hands or applause, it'd be too embarrassing playing this back because there's no one here. By show of hands and applause, have you guys heard of the one that came out two years ago? What did you guys think of that? I thought it was kind of, I don't know, it was like there was the Retro Tree Challenge or something, like
Treehouse.
branching into they had like a branching path on a map for the events. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It was a mess.
It was weird just because they had remember that the big announcement was the Metroid game and it was that Prime Federation Force 3DS mess.
And that was met with a thud.
Did that game even come out? Did anyone buy that game? Who bought that game here?
I don't know,
Anyone?
but I actually saw a copy of it come through the store the other day.
Really?
So one person bought it, at least.
They bought that right here. Yeah. Oh, they have NWC 1990 shirt on. So it was a decent event. It was weird because there's 8 locations that you had one winner at Best Buy stores, and then you had 8 YouTubers / celebrities to engage in. I think Ego Raptor was a person that was one of the 8, and they all, I guess, had they were teamed up, which I thought was weird, and then they split them out after the teams for certain events. So it was kind of a strange event. Nintendo, don't kill me, but they're bringing it back for 2017, Ian.
Yes, and hopefully it won't be as convoluted this time.
But it's again going to be, they're going to have 8 Best Buy locations.
It's starting on August 19th, and they're doing qualifiers with Mario Kart 7, which I think is an interesting throwback. But I imagine they're doing it because everyone's played Mario Kart 8 a ton recently.
Well,
so they want to go back to something where people are going to have to practice up on it, I think.
Well, either that or the Best Buys don't have enough switches to go around to set them all up, for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
That's also possible.
But it might be easier just to manage the little 3DSs with people. I don't know. Might be easier to link them up against each other if they wanted to do something like that in the store. Or is it time? It's a time qualifier.
Yeah,
correct?
you're racing against the ghosts.
So competitors ages 12 and younger will play on Luigi's Mansion track as Mario using standard kart, standard wheels, and super glider. 13 and older will be doing Bowser Castle 1 as Bowser with the same car configurations. So it is a best times. Local qualifiers will face off at the championships proper in New York City.
New York City.
This sauce is made in New York City.
Why did we all collectively
I don't know.
remember
We all
that?
remember commercial from 1997 at the same time. But it's interesting. So it's not going to be at Universal Studios. It's not going to be. You think it'll be at the headquarters at New York World, Nintendo World, New York World, that famous location. Anyone who visits the participating Best Buy locations on the days of the qualifiers will get a chance to play Super Mario Odyssey, get that marketing in, advertising, and then along with a Metroid: Samus Returns.
A Metroid?
A Metroid 2 remake. That's not a Metroid 2 remake.
A Metroid 2.
My Nintendo members can also receive 100 platinum points by checking into the event with their QR code.
They always got to get that in there. Make sure you're using My Nintendo Rewards. Does anyone use My Nintendo Rewards?
I still use it.
Okay, well, what do you actually get from it? Crap. Okay. I feel like they've just hooked a lot of people into doing it for no reason, because I haven't done anything since Club Nintendo.
I miss going to the swap meet and finding the random DS games, open the case, and snapping pictures of the codes that weren't used. That was always good. I think I got a puzzle that way for free back in 2007.
I did some nefarious means of gathering.
So does it turn you off that, like the 2015 event, it's only in 8 locations? I think there's not even one in San Diego. It's LA, San Francisco, New York. You have the article in front of you. So
you were holding it.
Well, because you weren't looking at it.
I was.
I don't want to touch your grimy, non-case closed iPhone 4.
You're a crude man. You're a crude man, and I don't like you. San Jose, Chicago, Los Angeles, Minneapolis, Dallas, Seattle, and Miami.
San Jose, not
Yeah.
San Francisco.
No, not San Francisco. That says
That's
San
interesting.
Jose.
L.A. was in there.
Los Angeles.
All right, you want to drive up for that?
No.
Hang out with Andre for the weekend, maybe?
I would like to hang out with Andre, but I don't want to do any sort of competing in a video game tournament while eating lines.
Well, I think it was hours and hours of wait time a couple of years ago from what I heard. It was like 6-7 hours to wait. Anyone here try to do the 2015 qualifier? How long did you wait, sir?
About 2 hours.
2 hours? At what location?
So I was in New York.
New York? 2 hours? What time did you get there?
About 6:30 a.m.
And it's just that, was it that one day or the weekend you got?
That was the one-day one.
The one day one. Oh, awesome. So that was not bad, but 6:30 in the morning, and the line behind you was probably ridiculous, though.
Yeah, so when I left, it was around the building.
Okay,
Oh.
so you potentially can wait 7 hours.
Yeah.
But what game did you play back then?
So that was the three of them. That was Mario 1, Mario 3, and then the Dr. Mario.
Oh, they took it from the remix. It was the remix one, right?
Yeah.
They took the remix competition.
That's
thing.
right.
That's right. So I wonder why they're doing Mario Kart only then. I don't know.
Because as much as I love Nintendo, everything they do is ass backwards and a clusterfuck.
Oh, everything. Absolutely everything.
Most.
87%.
87% of the things they do. I don't know. I feel like they do it now because it chases the nostalgia, but I don't feel like they put a lot of effort into the tournament.
The tournament itself, on the
Yeah.
actual day,
Yeah.
when they did it, I just didn't like all the team events. Like, how do you stand out in a team event? Like they did the Splatoon thing. Obviously, they're using this to push their games at the same time. Obviously,
Sure.
I can almost guarantee you that Super Mario Odyssey is going to be a part of this competition. Like they're going to fit it in somehow. They're just going to try to throw in everything they can.
Right.
While having, we're going to give you, play balloon fight for 23 seconds again. By the way, I'm not kidding. I would have won balloon trip at that competition. That was not the best showing. And I think one person got on me saying, well, I was there and it was lagged. And I was like, all right, fine. But, okay, I'm being petty right now. I'm being very petty.
You're being petty.
Really petty. Well, I'm not petty with the fact that I wasn't asked to participate, but you get the YouTubers out there, you get the people that have millions of views, and I don't,
That's about the sads.
Not the sads right now. This is what happens when I want breakfast. Can someone run and get me a breakfast burrito?
Will you stop using the audience?
I'm not using the audience for anything. I'm asking them. I'm not demanding you, sir, get out and get me a burrito. Well, you couldn't.
Run and get me a burrito, sir.
Could have brought you waffles.
Waffles? Where are the waffles at?
You could have let me know. I would have brought them.
How am I gonna get in touch with you on Twitter? Hey, the guy that said that you're gonna bring me waffles, bring me waffles. Okay, tomorrow bring me waffles.
Quick, go back in time.
One day only.
One day only.
Oh, too bad. The audience is sassing me now. The audience is turning on us. Back to NWC. So, okay. So when is this happening, Ian?
It starts on August 19th, and then
What's
it goes through September, and then it happens October 7th.
In New York City.
Salsa Town.
All right, that's our topic du jour.
The topic du jour.
We'll come back to that later. So we got 50 minutes of time to fill right now.
And we're back. Ian, the points you made were so salient. I tell you, at the 2-minute, 47-second mark, that was brilliant what you said right there.
Yeah, and you really came strong with your opinions at about the 3-minute, 87-second point.
I agree, Ian, but your counter at 4:29 was right on point.